As you're building a skoolie, everyone's trying to figure out the bathroom, and I would say in the top 5 priorities, one of them should be your bus not smelling like poop. So let me show you how I resolve this. This is a 3.5-inch hole with a vent. It's got silicone around there, and this is a part of the system I use. Nature's Head has been around for a long time, and a lot of people use that, but I believe it's one of the biggest regrets that most people have nowadays is using that system. For the same money spent, around $1,000, you can get something much better that doesn't require you to munch up your poop and carry your poop through the bus, dump it out in a bag, scrape it out, rinse it out. And that is the Separett. This brand is awesome. I've been using it for years. I've recommend it to clients all the time, and I've had people who have had the Nature's Head and moved on to this unit and they're happy with it. The Nature's Head is a bit taller, but it's also a bit more narrow, so it doesn't take up quite as much space that way. But the ergonomics are weird compared to something like this or a standard toilet. And it certainly has a place. Something super off-grid with no power, maybe a Nature's Head is good for that. A cabin or something, and you're using it minimally. But for something with a family, using it daily with kids, no way. This is how you do it. Urine is draining into there. You can go to a designated tank, or in this case I have it going into the gray tank. This bus was an existing build, so I've had to make some concessions to make things work. That vent goes up here, and I have it shooting out the side of the bus like I showed you. You can go straight up, but I prefer to use that room for solar and other things. When you use this one, urine goes forward. There's a divider here, an extra separator if you need help for the kids. But as you sit down, the flap opens up, right? So there's a fan running constantly, taking all of the air and moisture out, which is what you want, and then that flap closes behind you. This is the tab, the button that's doing that. When you lift it up, automatically will hold itself up with the yellow tabs on the side. Great feature. And you wind up with a black bucket right there on that tray. Even crazier is every time you sit down and cycle this thing, this tray below rotates a little bit. So it's not stacking up in one place. And it's just spreading out the stuff there so that the moisture can all be drawn from it. This is the black bucket. Comes with liners. There's a few other bits and pieces in there, but that's what goes into here. I left it out so I could show you. So this whole area in here is literally a bucket and a bag. The fan's running non-stop. It's 12 volts, or it's got a converter to run off of AC through regular AC power. The urine side, urine goes through here, goes out here, and then out the exit. It's also got a line that the fan's pulling on, so it's even pulling the smell out of there. Now what I do just periodically is dump some white vinegar and water down the urine drain, just to kind of clear it and keep the smell to the minimum. But this is highly recommended. Again, it's the same price as Nature's Head, and I would do this all day, every day over that option, and you won't have to deal with overflowing the urine tank, which, trust me, it's super common, very annoying, and this is much lower maintenance. One person can use this thing for over a month before having to take the bag out. A family, you're probably going to be every few weeks if you're using it frequently. So they've got this size, and they have a smaller size. The smaller one has a urine catch or the diverter that sends it out to the gray. So you have multiple options. But either way, brilliant design, super clean, super easy to install, intuitive, and it is excellent. So take a look.